Bam. If you didn't make gains in the last week, then you may have been living under a rock. I'm not sure what's going on. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Appreciate you all for jumping on into Crypto Life or live stream, baby. Together, we make the greatest stream in all of cryptocurrency. May God bless each and every one of you sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's get into the first thing of the day. It's hydrating ourselves with the lemon water. Put the lemon into the water every single day. I don't stop. You've seen me do it for 600 and some odd days on this live stream over and over and over again. And look, it keeps your skin good, keeps you looking fresh and young. I'm 49 years old. No, I am 57 years old. You ever seen people? I am 63 years old. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's break down Bitcoin. Let's talk about it. Big moves in the market. Big moves for banned protocol. Trying to make a bit of a move here. It did get a little bit of a pump here this morning. Nice little 11% gimme. Came back down. It may hold that zone and push up for more. You never know. Talk about MATIC. I was on Around the Blockchain yesterday at 5 p.m. in front of the world talking about MATIC. They asked me about MATIC. I showed my chart. I said, man, my stop loss was right there. Whole thing. Look at that. 32% gains on MATIC. And you know we like to trade those 3L tokens on MEXC Global or on KuCoin, wherever is your fancy. MEXC Global, we're just starting to open up accounts and get it going because MEXC Global is the new place to be, baby. If you're not on MEXC Global, then you don't know what is up, baby. That's why I'm kicking it in the new block, baby. Shout out to anyone that may jump into MEXC Global. We got an amazing campaign going on right now. 12 days left. If you sign up to MEXC Global through my exclusive link, which I would greatly appreciate it, right here. And you could see the link. It is going to be in the description of my videos. I also pin it if you would like. Pinned to the comment secciones. All right. Why I'm doing this is because MEXC Global just came out. They're starting to really gain momentum and become a more known exchange. They get a lot of awesome little coins like KuCoin does. They're the closest thing I can find to KuCoin, and KuCoin is really what gave me a leg up in the market because being able to find these low cap gems really is how we survive this entire bear market. So shout out to everybody here, MEXC Global, baby. And if you create an account and deposit $500 and spot trade $2,000, or you future trade up to $10,000, you get a $25 campaign airdrop, and one person will receive $1,000, and 5 people will receive $200 campaign tokens activated when 50 or more participants come on in. So jump on into MEXC Global today. Link pinned in the comment section. I would greatly appreciate it. I do get commission from your trades and from any, but that's what happens, and I greatly appreciate that. So MEXC Global, baby. MEXC Global. Why I like MEXC Global is the ETFs. You can trade 3X, 4X, or 5X ETFs. If I taught you how to trade, if your life has been blessed because of me, then bless my life the same way. It is a karmatic circle of love. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. For instance, could have traded MEXC Global beautifully on, and remember, I even said it looked like an inverted head and shoulder on the lot on that. I said, even this looks pretty nice to the upside. Boom, 32.2% betting live. And that's the thing. I can, I show things happen live. Like things that I talk about happen the next day over and over and over and over and over again. And you can see that my trading style and the system which I use has an accuracy to it. It has a way, it has a flow. And almost, if you've been to this stream now, and when the bull market comes, it's gonna make people throw up. We did this in the bear market, playing games, playing gains, not playing games, playing gains. I call it playing. People play games, we play gains. You know what I mean? But look, MATIC 3L for 54%, probably up even a little more from that other move. That's up 30, it's up 90% from that other idea there. MATIC up 26%. Even my other elite had it out there in a flag. We're all over MATIC again. Another little flag for 17% gains, but constant moves for MATIC, man. MATIC, 57%. Sean, you could have just got I don't know if the chart was on my ATB, but you can always just grab the chart from ATB and then grab this chart and yada, yada, but boom. Anyway, but we were all over MATIC pretty easily. I mean, MATIC did a deal with Instagram. You buy it the second you hear that, and usually it's buy the rumor, sell the news, but that news came out and no one really knew about it. So it's more jump in as soon as possible. Testimonial just popped in at 10:14 a.m. Let's see. It just came in, so might as well take a look at it. Crypto Lifer, thank you for all you do, Sam. You were hands down the best channel I have found since I got into crypto in 2017. God led me to you, and so grateful I found you and finally have a place I can call home. You're an inspiration to us all. Shout out to Amphibious. Woke up grateful with gratitude. Thankful for finding this group. Amazing things are beginning to mold in my life. Positivity flows. I like this. And this guy talking about how he made money on his wedding day. Took a picture of him in his wedding. That's one of the coolest testimonials. You should read that. Check that out. Morpheus Labs made him some gains. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate you. And you can see that we wake up again, figuring out where money was going to flow in the market and taking advantage of it every single day. Let's talk about Bitcoin like we do on our way up, up and away. I have this diamond forming, bit of a diamond, but so far we're getting short squeezed and getting that short squeeze orange juice pushing to the upside. So look, we started this morning and I saw this flag. It began to make a flag at like 5 in the morning. I was up at 3 a.m. Again, if you're in my trading group, you're going to get taken care of with kid gloves. For $3 a day, you're going to get taken care of with kid gloves. Everyone's like, well, what do I get when I join these trading groups? Why would I spend $99 a month? Why would I do anything? Well, because there's someone grinding behind the scenes with a hyperactive brain, scanning the market, putting 110% or more into every single thing we do, keeping you privy, keeping you moving, keeping you going. Last night at 9:23 p.m., we're looking for this to dump to trade altcoins. And we're hoping this breaks to the downside. And you can see the 4 hours ready to go. Rising wedges break down. There was a 70% chance, 68% chance that we were going to get some big action in the market today or into the night. And so I post this. And boom, there's cake even. Talking, and we could go on and on. But next morning, Bitcoin, what a breakout. DXY dumped. Yes. That inverted head and shoulder TA never lies. We had a weekly screen share last night. It's a private screen share. That's another thing you get if you join my trading group. And we go over from 6:15 to like 8:45. It was an intense screen share. We talked about mindset. I shared some life stories, and we went over a bunch of different coins and things that we're looking at. I also share my token metrics account, which cost, I'm soon going to have the lifetime account up to $3,000 a year. So you wouldn't even have that unless you paid $3,000 a year. Can have access through me again in my trading group. So things in my trading group are just unheard of. That alone, because you would have to spend at least $89 to get the low tier. I'm going to have the highest tier. You get privy. I'm going to be nice to you. I made a good amount in my life. I'm going to make sure you get $400 or $500 a month value out of your 99. Trust me, I'm going to make sure you get so much. That 99 is going to be gold for you. You would never want to let it go. So look, Bitcoin 15-minute continuation flag in the bullish candle. This is what I was looking at. And I'm sitting there up at 5:25 in the morning, 4:25 in the morning. And I said I couldn't sleep. The pump got me hype. My phone went off. I saw the alerts. Money started flowing. And I said, whoa, wow, the money rained on us. Trades are getting a little easier. Money is flowing. 332, almost hit the 333. That would have been hilarious, right? But you can see I'm up watching the market. Look, the USD took the nice move down on the 15-minute. We talked about this breakdown. And we're going to break that down in a little while too and talk about it again. We're not done yet. Then there's other trades, other things I'm going over. That wasn't the only thing, but so look, what they did is they brought it back down, made this short, made the long squeeze, took every leverage trader that was 100x or 50x, and anyone was trying to get a real major way out of it, took them out. But if you had like a 10x, an 8x, and you weren't so greedy, chances are that you actually still end up making trades. So like the greedy people get the worst, if you're humble, and I don't even trade 5x or 8x leverage, but a little bit of leverage, just a little bit. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Just saying. I don't trade leverage though. I don't want to push it and get into it. I want to be there for the beginner, the person who's just getting into trading and needs to learn how to trade. That's just what I'm about. But look, this is the measured move for Bitcoin coming to 21,100, and we're on our way, baby. We are on our way. Last night we saw this inverted head and shoulder, which did have a measured move to about 20,005, and we got there. I told my students in the weekly screen share, I said, if we can't get a candle to close in the 4-hour time frame in the next 12 to 16 hours above, 20,300, 20,004, and especially 20,005, and I was even saying 20,006. So Bitcoin continues to bumble to the upside on its way to 21K, baby. And you could just, you could feel the consolidation. You could feel the move for BTC. Another reason that made me speculate we were going up was my Coinbase chart. Let's take a look at my Coinbase chart, which makes it nice and easy. I like to make things nice and easy. Sometimes my charts, I agree, look like a mad scientist because I'm making a lot of different ideas. But some of my charts are also nice and neat. Like, look at this 22-hour chart that I put out. And I called this. Look at this. It's almost, look at it. I made this cup and handle yesterday on my live, and I said this is highly likely to go. Look at this. And I even showed you the hidden bullish divergence, which told you that you would make a high higher than the high that was part of the divergence. So far, that has come true. Even if you go lower, you've come true. You've candle. This candle would have to close. So, and it closes in 7 hours. But The idea is you just broke through another resistance here, local resistance, but this is a beautiful move for BTC. All right. Amazing, right? And there it is, the cup and handle to the upside. Sammy, cup and handy on the 22-hour time frame. Last time I played a cup and handle like that, I was at Wimbledon. I was at Wimbledon watching tennis, but I was trading on my phone. I had my phone out while I was trading at, because I trade when I watch tennis, of course. Look at this. Look at the short squeeze to the upside here. 55,000, and the squeeze continues to go to the upside. These people just think, oh, when it pumps, I'm going to short. You don't short pumps. I don't know what's wrong with these people. And we watched this almost 3, 4, 5 times. We watch this all the time. Do we not? All the time, Man, so look at this. Boom, 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 boom. The short liquidation's just flowing in, and we just ripped. Bitcoin just absolutely ripped to 21,200. Look at that. Just blew through the Cassie. Boom. Now my buy at 19,200 isn't too shabby, is it? 19,282. Who the man? I put a whole Bitcoin down, 19,282. What a move for BTC. 21,182. And we just broke through resistance. Now the 1 hour is going to be overbought for sure. But look, it even has a little bit of a wing, The 4-hour time frame, I kept telling you, the 4 hour was bullish, the 4 hour was bullish, the 4 hour was bullish. I kept having a feeling. Had that, I can't say I had a feeling, but, the TA. And again, hidden bullish divergence on the 22-hour time frame. What is hidden bullish divergence? Well, you have a swing low to a swing low. That's to the upside. But this is like flat or into the downside. And you're like, no, it's not. Well, you could double click it, and you can clearly see that's a downtrend. And that, my friends, is hidden bullish divergence. Clear as day. And you can even label it nicely. I don't know if you label both, or I guess you could label both to really give the, put this one on the bottom. Both at the bottom look good, right? But label them both just in sync. Hidden bullish divergence. And it played out exactly as it was supposed to play out. If you don't understand what divergence is, if you're having trouble with these concepts, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you're watching this right now and you're like, whoa, what is he saying? What is going on? How did he figure out where Bitcoin was going to go based on these weird lines? You desperately, or definitely, and maybe desperately, you never know, could be both, should definitely join into my class. It's every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30, and it'll blow your mind. And it'll give you so much insight that you never thought possible. I've been doing this for 15 years. I'm a 39-year-old man. I've been trading the stock market, right? I was trading gold and silver on the Toronto Stock Exchange. I opened up an account up there, doing all sorts of funky business when it comes to investing and trading. And I want to teach you the way. And I want to show you what I've learned in all these years. And I can convey so many different ideas to you through the charts that'll really put you on another level. And if you want to just start your journey with me for $99, that's all it begins. And honestly, I give you value before you even want to hand me $99. I'm here every single day providing free value. I showed the trade for MATIC just on ATB, just to give you a tip of the iceberg of what could happen if you join our trading group. That would have paid, if $100, $500 right there, that MATIC trade would have paid for the group in one trade. So I'm just going over the idea here. Jump on into my trading class, and it's $60 if you join the trading group. So you get a discount if you join the trading group. Otherwise, it's $99. So, and we even do an awesome deal now, $330 for 3 months in the trading group and this course. So for $330, the 33 deal, you can't beat it. I'd love to see you in there, and I'll teach that class every single Tuesday. I teach it live. You get a copy of the class. You get a copy of a PowerPoint that I designed and created with my team, ready to get you going, ready to keep you elevated, ready to hit it. So anyway, you would have understood what hidden bullish was. When I posted this chart, you would have seen this. Who else had the cup and handle the day before it happened? And they call me the Sammy cup and handy guy, and they think it's funny. People might think it's funny. I've seen some people online say, oh, this guy draws, that's all he does. It's not all I do. There's a bunch of other things that we're doing. We use supportive resistance. We use the 5 EMA ribbon, the 5 MA ribbon, the SMAs. I also just study all these ideas. Like this idea was tight moving averages, and you know that Bitcoin was going to go up towards the 22-hour time frame. You go back in time. I'm teaching my students these new concepts, or these concepts. I mean, look, tight moving averages, the 200's far away. 9 out of 10 times, whatever asset it is going to jettison up to the 200-day moving average. And look, let's just go find a random thing that I've never looked at this on Tesla before. And I proved to everybody that you can use my system on anything in the world. On anything in the world. So you look for a bit of a dip when price action was dipping and having some trouble, right? And you'll look when the moving averages got tight, right? And you'll see that like here. And this is just this is almost one of the most, not everything in trading is guaranteed, but to me, this is one of the most this is like the safest way to trade, right? So I know when these are tight, we're going to bounce up to that 200 MA. Boom. And that's going to be, I can make that quick trade. You know what I mean? It's just highly likely to happen. This was back in 2019, October 9th on Tesla. It doesn't matter the asset. I know my science works on every single asset in the world. And bam, there you go. So same thing happened to Bitcoin if you go back in time. All right. And I'm schooling you to the deal here, right? So look, tight moving averages, you're going to gravitate up. And now the 200 will come down a little bit. They'll meet, but it'll be more like this goes 25, this goes 75. Price will make up most of the gain. And there you go. You gravitate right towards that 200 when you get the tight moving averages. Next thing that's going to happen is the 50 is going to cross. The next thing you're going to actually get out of the zone. You know? So there we have it. We can get out of the replay mode. Using replay will change your life. That's why I use a premium account. The highest account possible here. It gives you a 1-second account, a 5-second account. You can watch Bitcoin on the smallest time frames absolutely possible. It's ridiculously absurd. The 1-second chart will freak you out. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. In real time too. Like what's happening on the 1-second chart right now? It's just printing. It's always printing. And if you look at it, I mean, Bitcoin is consolidating on the 1 second in a bit of a flag. Might not even be able to see that flag on any other time frame but the 1 second. I wonder if the big boys trade the 1-second chart. All right. So this 1-second chart suggests this could be happening and we could move all the way to 21,400. Crazy that you can get that much of a move on the 1-second chart, right? And if you get above this point of control on the 1 second, you're gone. You even get a POC on the 1 second. This is insane. I don't advise you trade the 1 second. I never have. I probably looked at it maybe 10 times in my whole life. It's absurd. But I mean, boom, look at that. But the things you learn on the 1 second, you can convey right. You know, look at this. I'm going to teach you something that's going to blow your mind. Flip the 1-second chart upside down. Okay? Go back in time with the replay and see the same concepts. Tight moving averages, you're going to gravitate up towards the 200, aren't you? Dude, if I didn't just blow your mind, if this isn't, I just took the 1-second chart, flipped it upside down, reversed it, right? Went back in time and showed you how this is, and flipped it upside down and showed you how this is the exact same concept because I understand these concepts. And I can teach you science of things that just, this isn't even like TA anymore. It's, I don't even know what I do. It's like, I call it quantum movement analysis. I don't even, you know, it's absurdities. And that's going to gravitate up just like this is going to gravitate down. Same thing is going on here. And you press play and you're going to go and touch that 200 simple. They're going to come and kiss. They're going to kiss. So you know if you're down here, like you're going to be able to make at least a little bit of a play back to the 200 simple. At one point, they're going to have to touch. Now, price action should hold it, and that's another entry for a long to the upside here. After this goes, you know, sideways, you get tighter. 1-second chart. And Bitcoin continued to roll, baby. Continuing to roll. 21,200. Just got to a high of 21,223. Now you can see a little bit of a sell-off. You can even catch bearish divergence on the 1-second chart. Swing up to swing up here. Swing down to swing down. Could that be the level of the day? Like, we never go higher than that for the rest of the day. Could also, you never know. Funny, the flag did break out and got rejected by the high of 21,200. I'll take it. Let's get out of here, though. This gives me the heebie-jeebies. Have you ever traded the 1-second chart? Do you want to? That's going to be the tweet of the day, baby. Shout out to everybody. Follow me on Twitter. I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. Have you ever, right? Now, today we're going to give away a Crypto Lifer hoodie. A Crypto Lifer hoodie to the funniest answers on Twitter today. So if you want a Crypto Lifer hoodie, you will receive, I don't want to use that word, but you will receive a Crypto Lifer hoodie. All right? You will receive a Crypto Lifer hoodie. Person of our choice here. Make a Twitter account. Get onto Twitter, baby. I know you want that hoodie. Who doesn't want a Crypto Lifer hoodie, baby? Sport it. Tell the world you're a lifer. right? Help me advertise my life through your life, which is actually a pretty cool thing, high frequency behavior. Have you ever traded Bitcoin on the 1 second? On the 1 second chart? Do you want to? And some people are going to be like, no, that's going to give, some people are like, oh, I would, do you want to? Well, do you? So look, have you ever traded Bitcoin on the 1 second chart? Do you want to? Or how about Bitcoin? How about XRP? Like, we'll just go around the gambit, right? With Shaquille O'Neal, just hit it up. Doge. Or any asset. Have you ever traded Bitcoin, XRP, Doge, or any asset on the 1 second chart? Do you want to? Well, do you? TradingView, right? And then we got to get a picture of that 1 second. Right? BTC 1 second. And I mean, it's treacherous, right? But we gotta put it out. Look, on the 33. Oh, did we almost get to 33? And this awesome share axe will just see it will just hit whatever you got. So everybody, we're gonna tweet this out. Have you ever traded Bitcoin, XRP, Doge, or any asset on the 1 second chart? Do you want to? I don't know why that O is so big. Do you want to? Well, do you? Right? That D doesn't have to be. I just want to make this one of my most grammatically perfect tweets of my life. Have you ever traded Bitcoin, XRP, Doge, or any asset on the 1 second chart? Do you want to? Well, do you? So let me know who, I would, if we get up to, let's say 75 responses on this, up to 75 responses, 50 retweets. All right. So that's what I'm asking for. I'm asking for 75 responses, 50 retweets. And I'm going to make it real easy for you. Look, the 77s, when I told you about them 77s, look at the link to this. Ends in 77, right? Boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to, hit that Twitter link, and you guys can jump on in, and we can talk about what's going on. Shout out to the 615 people here, 217 likes. I greatly appreciate it. Have you ever traded Bitcoin, XRP, Doge, or any asset on the 1 second chart? Do you want to? Well, do you? Right? And remember yesterday I said we would go through the last tweet too. Last time, we're going to have to check that out too as well. Good morning, crypto. There's some green to be seen and bullish is trending. What's everyone's opinion for November? And we see 47% bullish, 15% bearish, sideways, 36%. More people think we're going up. Blue bearish. That's interesting. If that's what I think it means, like blue. I'm not going to say it out loud. But, it's where, whatever. I'm not going to get into that. Gala, So how do you pronounce Gala? I need to know the correct way. This is important. That's funny. Shout out to the 7 retweets, 13 likes, 175 votes. You people are awesome. Shout out to Around the Blockchain. This was awesome. I had a really good time on Around the Blockchain. Thank you for the awesome clip. Thank you for my team getting this out there. Whoever retweeted this and comments, really, really appreciate it. Boom, boom, boom. All NFTs on Instagram. This is a big deal. Huge for MATIC. You guys are awesome. Thank you for putting this out. My team, man, you guys aren't missing a beat, dude. I'm pumping out content like you read about, and you guys are not missing a beat. I got the best team in the entire game, straight up in the game. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. What is this? This is, oh my gosh. You guys are crazy. Twitter is out of control. I'm trying to find the tweet from yesterday with all the comments. Maybe you could find it for me, Sean, and just put the link, and I won't have to waste time looking for it. I feel like we have to have meetings now. Before the live, it's getting intense. That's insane. That's insane. Jamie, man, that's an awesome insight. So Bitcoin, let's get out of here and let's get back into what we do, man. So let's take a look. What's happening for the day? People want to know. Well, I mean, it's obviously a good time you want to take profits when things are bumping in green. Like, this is a good time to start taking some profits and realize the rush is over, the pump happened. And again, I like waking up. There's a reason. Look, God woke me up at 3 a.m. so I could witness the efforts of my the fruits of my labor, and see this beautiful pump to the upside for Bitcoin. What a nice move. And yes, they did try to wick everybody out there, but it was a wick on the 1 hour, and it got back in the flag, and this thing just decided to do damage. And then people decide that they just think they know what's up, and they keep shorting. Look, they stacked the liquidity up here now, and this says we could go all the way to 21,005, 21,006. More shorts are about to get liquidated, in my opinion, as we speak. Looks like we're about to go to 21,300. You can just see there's just so much more liquidity on Bookmap. What am I doing right here? This is Bookmap, all right? The beautiful people that made Bookmap reached out to me. They said, we like your style. We want to work with you. I said, I want to work with you. Let me see your product. They gave me access. They trained me, and I really love Bookmap, and it's awesome. What it's doing is it's showing us cumulative volume delta here on the bottom. It's also showing us the buy and sell orders and what's happening. And you can see here that these are a lot of sell orders for Bitcoin. 378 Bitcoin, 526, 36 Bitcoin, right? And these are orders of people attempting to sell Bitcoin. It could be me and you with one or two, just, retail conglomerate, amalgamated retail, but it could also be, most of the time it's whales, and a person with 2 to 3, 4, 500 Bitcoin at a time, and you'll see them moving their orders around. Now, they could spoof, like this guy may just take this order away and push it up higher at any moment. Doesn't mean it has to sit on the order book, right? It's liquidity. But what it does tell you is where we're more likely to fill back. It's where there's more empty barrels. So, look, the shorts just got liquidated like we just said. See that? Bing, bing, bong. Only 1,000, a couple little liquidations, but they got liquidated nonetheless. This is Binance Futures. You can also see amalgamated data on Binance Futures, Bybit, and OKX, showing us the same data here, that there's just far more liquidity up in this zone than there is down here. Heat map, just like when you're looking at heat on, when you're looking at a scope, or you're looking at night vision goggles, right? And it's showing you where the heat is, where the people are. Same thing here. This is showing you where the heat is. And the darker it is, the more liquidity there is. So if you see big, dark red, and you see way more of it, you're likely to go towards that area. It's just that simple. And if you just trade that simple idea and then, back it up with some of your other data, back it up with some of your other, sauce. So like I would be on the 5 minute, and I'm looking at a flag on the 5. If they're going to continue to liquidate, then we're looking at flags on the 5 or the 1 minute chart. 1 minute chart is really all you have right now. And that's telling you that you're about to go even more. You're about to go boom. So this is highly likely to make a bit of a move here to the upside. We're looking at 21,590 and 67 cents is my target for BTC. Not guaranteed, but we're seeing the liquidity build up. We're not seeing a lot of drag downs for people trying to buy in at the lows. So why would they go scoop? Looks like there's more people shorting than longing at the time, and they're going to liquidate those people. Look at the liquidations I just said were coming in. Starting to come in now, 10,000, 43,000, and they're liquidating people. You don't want to be these people. You want to be taking profits because see, the emotional people are jumping in tonight, right? The smart money bought when MATIC was down here in the right shoulder, right? That's when we were getting in, when the Stokes were low. All the things that I teach my students, all my students knew when to get in and out of these trades. They're not getting rocked and wrecked. But a lot of newbies and other people, and even big billionaires and people with money, seem to think that it's okay to short the market every time Bitcoin makes a green candle. They're like, oh, you short green candles, right? No, you short supportive resistance. Like right now, you're about to break through another resistance for MATIC. Bitcoin, everything's kind of moving. Look, there's that move right there that I just discussed would likely happen, because that's a bullpen at 68% chance of this breaking to the upside. I do this all the time. If you come to my channel, I can show you the price action happening in real time. A lot of people, they could just kind of, whatever, I don't know what people do, but I'm watching these smaller time frames, and I'm able to kind of figure out when to use them too. You don't just use small time frames whenever you want. Like last night, there was no need to use them. We didn't look at them when we were on the weekly screen share, but price is acting fast right now. Price is pumping hard. During these hard pumps, you got to look at this. Now we see a little bit of bearish div here too on the 1 minute chart. Just a little bit. If this pumps up a little higher, it would be confirmed. Right now, it's not. Okay. What's good, Lifer fam? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let me crowd surf. Let me jump on into the crowd. Let me see what's up with each and every one of you. How y'all doing? How we all feeling? How's everybody doing in the game, in the crypto world, baby? Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to Philippe, my man, with the rent. Shout out to CNC Ireland, man, your undying support that never stops. Shout out to Crypto Muser. What's good, fam? I'm back in the bean for the month. Done working on the vineyard for a while, my man. Let's get up and grab some lunch or something. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Today I'm open, man. It's supposed to be a beautiful day. Sean, Aaron, my man. Rainier, my man. CNC Ireland, my whole team, always coming through for me. Thank you so much for the support. David Kendall in the house, super chat seller. Thank you, David. You're the man. Send in a super chat for a TA or deep dive or a coin of your choice. May God bless you. Thank you so much. Lakochi Coker in the house. And I didn't even check the likes. Don't make me go crazy. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Are you really serious? 400 people playing games with the Lifer crew? That's just not the way we do it, everybody. This ain't these other channels. We are not them. This is something completely different here. This is a real cryptocurrency extreme life vision. You're going through my life as I see it. You're watching me expand my ideas, my techniques. You're watching me expand my mind as you expand your mind. Together, we're going on a journey like no other. We're tracking Bitcoin live on small time frames. We're looking at liquidation rates. We're finding liquidity zones. We're looking at the hottest, newest coins in the game. We understand ecosystems. We don't just know how to trade. Some people just know how to trade. I can explain to you many different coins, what they do. I can deep dive. I know about smart contracts, white papers. We know about Web 3.0 and WAS and where we're going. We can see where the future is taking us, and we can invest before everyone else understands because we can understand. I saw crypto and understood the whole ecosystem of crypto in my head. Not perfectly. I'm not going to say everything, but I was like, oh, yeah, it's going to be, they're going to do banking. They're going to stop all the bank. Everyone that's paying all these fees for remittances and all this. Oh, it's going to take that out of the water. I said, wow, there's so many use cases for this. And there's so many ways that it can kick its competitor to the curve immediately. And when I saw that, I said, wow, crypto it's only a matter of time people are going to realize. And you say, why? Let me teach you. Because when I say that thank you for joining me and giving me your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. If you guard your time, you'll become a multimillionaire. Let me say that again. If you guard your time above money, you become a multimillionaire. But if you guard money over your time, you're likely not to make as much money. You may still make millions, but you won't make as much. And let me say that again. Someone's going to be like, wait, what did he just say? And there's deep insight in what I'm telling you. If you value your time over money, you're destined to become a millionaire. Now, you may be broke for a long time because you won't go and work for certain jobs that waste your time. You'll wait for the right opportunity, or you might have to create that opportunity from your own house, like I did, right? But the point of the story is you are your own opportunity. If you believe there's opportunity in the world, then there is. This 1 minute chart looks like it's likely to go to about 21,587, possibly even higher to the upside. And my Bitcoin buy is booming now. I bought a Bitcoin live on the live stream in front of everybody at 19,282. I stuck to it. I stuck to my guns. I truly believe we were at a bit of a bottom area. And I'm going to show you kind of some of the ideas of why I believe we may have bottomed for BTC. Let's do it. I haven't done it in like a week now. Feels like it gets old and I miss it. Like I miss my bottom stuff. So I miss my bottom. So weird. Let's take a look at the 800 AMA indicator on the daily time frame, my favorite. But I went back in time and we revisited this, and we looked at Bitcoin and its life cycles. And we went back all the way to as early as we could. Right here where the 800 MA starts. Okay. And we saw that when the 800 MA, moving average, the simple, passes through the 50, it's usually within a day to 3 days of the actual bottom with the capitulation wick. All right. So we see that. We continue to move. Right. Now, so that was our bottom. You could see that back in 2015, right? Right there. In 2015. Now, moving forward, we got it here too. The 800 MA passes through the 50 MA, and we have a capitulation wick with a bottom, like right on the spot. Okay. So you'd be like, well, we can't bottom then until we see that. Possible. I mean, something you want to see. And if we see that, will it be a coincidence? It's pretty strange. And look, there it is. A couple of days later, we bottom with a capitulation wick. I find that by the time you hit the 200, you have bottomed out. All right. So that's one thing on the checklist, clear as day. All right. You can go then and take this off, or you can keep that on even and go to the 8-day. You can hit the indicators. You can go to the Gaussian channel. All right. And you can look at the Gaussian channel, which to me is the most accurate of all, because it does it every time, no matter what. And it has the most provisions, if I need to say so. So look, if we go all the way back in time to the 800-day, and what I like about this is once it catches up to my 800 MA, it matches perfectly too, in perfect move. But right here, when the red turns the green, bang, that's a bottom there. And that's back in 2012, okay? Yeah, we were a little lower, but that's the last price you can buy before liftoff. It still tells you that this is the best price possible, right? So we go here again, and you can see here, we may have a little wick. That went a little lower, but it's still called basically what was going to be the bottom or closest to the bottom. There was 167. This went to like 176. So it was within eight beans at the bottom. The green turned to red, and that's in 2015, 3 years later, okay? And each of these bottoms are about 3 years apart. Here we go again. It should be 2018, 3 years later, right? It is. And there's our bottom again on the 8-day as the Gaussian channel turns green to red. Okay. And now we fast forward to the future, or to where we are in time, to the present moment. And lo and behold, we definitely seem to have bottomed where the green turned to red. And these are notoriously, when you lose the channel, these are notoriously the greatest places to accumulate Bitcoin. And beautiful. These coincide with my idea of just buying the 2-week chart. You can literally just use the 2-week chart on Bitcoin, all right? You don't have to do any of this stuff. And just use the stochastics RSI on the 2-week chart and just buy DCA when you're ever below the dotted line. To me, it's real simple stuff. What coincide with that is the fear and greed index will also be at a low price. So there's a lot of concepts you can use to gain a hedge on the world and gain a hedge in the market, and it's really about you focusing. If your mind is focused and patient, you're going to become very successful at whatever you do. I'm telling everybody that, and I go over that all the time. It's about focus and patience, focus and patience, focus and patience, and staying in the moment. Because if you live in the present, you take care of the trade that you're in. You open it, you look at what you're at, you take it. If you live in the past or the future, or you look at everyone else, or you compare yourself to them, or you see someone posting 150x leverage trade, and you're like, oh, I want to get in now, and it gives you angst and emotional, you're stressed a little bit. And you may be moving in a way that is not going to be beneficial to you, okay? So I just want to make that clear, all right? Focus. And if you look at any successful person in the world that has a multi-million-dollar business, that became a billionaire, that did anything, and Elon Musk, anyone you want that comes to mind, the people have worked extremely, extremely hard and have put a lot of focus. Like, it comes from heavy focus. You don't become very wealthy without either doing something horrible, I guess. And even then, I just don't. I believe in the positivity of the world, and I believe most wealthy people worked really hard to get there. They want you to think. See, there's this idea they hate wealth because they don't want you to obtain it. So why would they want the masses to think that wealth is good? They want you to hate wealth. They want you to be jealous of wealth. They want you to be upset when someone has millions. They want you to be pissed. But God wants you to be a multimillionaire. God wants you to spread your love throughout the world. God wants you to live in a golden palace. God wants you to have heaven here on earth if you can. He wants you to live through your dreams. He wants you to show other people that they can too. Because when you live in a beautiful palace, then someone else believes they can too. And it's not about taking all your money. You got to give to the poor. You got to give. It's always good to give away, right? And it feels good to give. Every time you give, something good comes of it. Something amazing will come of it, honestly. So I always choose a reason to give. I always find a reason to give, and there's always a reason to be happy instead of a reason to complain. I tell my daughters all the time, be grateful for what you have. Don't complain about what you don't have. Be grateful for what you do have, right? So as we sit here, I put MATIC 3L in this flag. If this flag stays out, MATIC 3L will continue to the upside. I'm speculating on a nice trade that could come on 41% gains, right? The daily's just getting started for MATIC 3L. So that's another reason why I really like this trade. And that's another reason why I really like the MATIC trade and something to definitely get behind. So MATIC 3L pushing to the upside. I could see another 41% gains coming. The daily looks great, all right? But it's got to happen in its own time. We're going to watch this flag on the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour will have to reset, maybe do a half dip or something. But we will watch this flag on the 4-hour time frame. MATIC 3L, just giving you a bit of a little alpha right there of how I trade. I don't chase them. Now, it could keep pumping. Anything could happen. There is a little flag here. Smaller time frames could dictate. So watch these littler moves. But for me, I like taking profits when the market rips. You know what I mean? Even if it rips a little more, it'll come back down. It's about what I did, not about what the market's doing. Okay? Shout out to everybody here on the live. I love you all. God bless you all. Let's jump into that Twitter and see what's going on. I appreciate you. Wow. So we got to get 50 retweets. We only got 20, right? And 80 comments, 85 comments. So we're lacking. We're lacking on a free Crypto Lifer hoodie. which is like $50, $60. You could even probably sell it on eBay maybe in a few years. You never know. But have you ever traded Bitcoin, XRP, Doge, or any asset on the 1 second chart? Do you want to? Well, do you? And let's take a look here. Crypto Lifer would love to take a peek at the 1 second, but damn, how fast must your mind frame be? 1 second on the 1 second. Crazy moves, boom. Do the Lifer way, our way, 333, respect. Look at that, so beautiful. That looks like Keith Haring almost, too. That's pretty cool, man. Yes, during Fed meeting, either in July or August, made decent money. Well, that's crazy. I don't think it can be traded effectively using patterns or as market makers' algorithms going to have a field day. Scalping candlestick patterns, maybe more. Maybe for fun. That's funny, right? I would love to trade it. Hell yeah. Still too scared to trade them on the 15. Yeah, I got you, man. Oh, no. I would get overestimated and probably be myself. Nope. Madness, I tell you. Heck no. As Johnny Dangerous said, I traded the 1 second once. It's a very strange feeling. I took a 1 second. Oh, man. No, I can't. Not really. My emotions would give me a heart attack. Bang. Like all these two. I guess we try to like every single one of these. My team will. If you love overworking your brain and pumping your blood pressure, go for it. The longer time frames are better for trading. Of course, man. I'm not that crazy, but sometimes I feel like the 1 second chart, right? Strange. Never thought of it. Would be exciting to do someday. When I miss the rush and fear that came with being around my ex, I go back to the 1 second chart to get my fix. That's crazy, man. Do you have a death wish? That's nuts. Haven't yet, but I'll try anything 3 or 4 times. Anything? Well, I wouldn't forget to breathe, right? I would forget to breathe. If being a lifer taught me anything, that's just overly absurd. I'll watch it, though. You're funny. 1 second? Are you kidding me? My ADD barely lets me pay attention to the 1 minute. Wait, squirrel. Okay, where are we at again? Funny. Boom, boom, boom. And keep it coming. Keep it coming. We're going to keep ripping through these, and we're going to find the funniest comment or the comment that kind of gets me or whatever kind of comes out, whatever random. And we're at the 47 comments, up to 87 comments, 50 retweets. We're on our way, baby. And we've, let me grab that again. You can access this. Open up a Twitter for the first time if you haven't. And I just put it, look, I just put it in the comment section yet again to pump it up. Everybody, where you're from, let the chat know where you're from. Let's pump up the music. It is a Friday. It is a Friday. Let me get into that Friday trap. Let's get into that Friday trap. It's Friday, baby. Bitcoin's pumping. Let's get it going. Let's stop playing games. Right? Let's get it in. Thank you, Sam. Find someone to give this to. God bless you and your family. Also, what is the special you're talking about? Your class. Well, if you join the trading group, it's only $60 to join the class. And it's one, otherwise it'll be $100. Yeah. Sri Lanka, Asia, Pakistan. Boom, boom, boom. Salam alaikum, Bricktown, Jersey Shore, baby, Spain. Sri Lanka again. Wow. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Best in the world, Dubai, baby. Bosnia, the moon. Baytown, Texas. This thing better start flying. I better steal your hands. Your fingers better start going. Miami, Lavia. This ain't a lot of usual roll call. Where you people sleeping? Philippines, Bosun, Poland, Nigeria. Wow, this thing used to fly. What's going on? Where my people at? Is it a Friday? What's going on? There it goes. There it goes. Brenda, Portugal, Florida, Israel, California, Raleigh, Woodside, New York, baby. Shout out to Christopher. I lived in Woodside for years, man. UK, Pakistan. Did we ever meet? Greece, Romania, Belfast, North Carolina, Orlando, Mexico, Miami, Boone, Minneapolis, Chicago, Philly, Winnipeg, Algeria, England, Orlando, Mobile, Oxford, Krakatoa, Vancouver, Chelsea, Wisconsin, to the Mars, Mobile, Oxnard, Scotland, Indonesia, Chicago, Sri Missouri, Long Island, Romania. Not feeling well today. I'm so sorry, Thomas. I hope you feel better. Brisbane, Norway, USA, Tennessee, baby, Colorado Springs, Wisconsin, Hotel California, New Jersey, Pakistan, Netherlands, Brazil, Oregon, Norway, Switzerland, Germany. Where's my life is at? New York, North Carolina. Go Astros. Astro, that was a crazy grab. My mom's car, vroom, vroom, Pacha, Washington State, Kentucky, New Mexico, on the moon, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, beautiful, baby, Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, Sam, you're the man, New York, baby, Orlando, Baton Rouge, Wausau, Wisconsin, 99, Lakoki, Coker. Shout out to Planet Lifer, Mom's Basement, Huntington Beach, Wisconsin, Camel Hump, India, the world, the land down under, Fort Lauderdale, baby, St. Augustine, Florida, Sydney, Belgium, Puerto Ricanos, Florida, Chiang Mai, Thailand, wow. Germany, Philippines, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, Sweatyville from Sweaty Dave. He's got those pits that are drenched. Wife's spare bedroom. Ooh, don't do that. Toronto, hell, Argentina, Aussie. My mama's basement, Dedham. My man from Dedham, all the way from Dedham, man. Town next door. Spring Hill, Malaysia. Sam, you all famous, baby. Dude, we are around the world, baby. We are around the world. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We're going to continue to watch Bitcoin in this beautiful flag. It might go sideways all day long and let these altcoins fly to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. I like what I'm seeing. Measured move for Bitcoin has not changed. 21,587. Actually, it's a little higher. We just have two levels, but 21,650, we will call it. It's likely where it's going to go if it can stay inside this flag sideways. Okay. Bit of a bearish divvy, though, going on. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. That is a bearish divergence. You got to call it when you see it. You got to call it when you see it. And we're in these mini time frames. I get it. But this is how we build. See, this is how we got here in the first place. This is how we built this move. Not much to say today. Like, I drew the semi-cup and handy on BTC, right? We hit the MATIC chart. I mean, knew where the money was. We woke up to money, and now we kind of just sit here on a Friday with low liquidity, just like, let's count those bills and see how the week was. Great week of trading for everyone in my trading group. Absolutely mammoth week of trading. Shout out to anyone that took advantage of Doge, anyone that took advantage of any of the bigger moves that we caught. We were into mask hard, right? And we'll take a look at that too. But look at this daily flipping. 22-hour flip the daily. And I was talking about that. Even though the daily didn't look good, I went over this idea. I went over to my live stream. I found these ideas, and I showed you that the daily didn't go low here and all these times. And what I did is I took a blue line, and I kind of went on every daily that was not all the way. And if you go back to the 22 and you hit the blue line, you see the blue line was low on the 22-hour. This is how I backtest anomalies on the stochastics RSI, and you can do it too. So I just taught you something amazing. If you replay that and see what I just did, and then you use it to your advantage, I just gave you gold for the rest of your life. Anyway, so when I saw that the daily wasn't all the way down, I flipped to the 22, and again, it did that same repetitive pattern that I saw before. Told me that it was highly likely to play along publicly in front of everybody, tell them that this could pump, and boom, boom, boom. Also, I love hidden bullish divergence, and I trade it so much, and I use it to my advantage. David Kendall can contest to it. Stack Machange can contest to it. Rainier can contest to it. I found the special sauce that I like to use that consistently produces, and I use it over and over and over again. And again, at the end of the day, a lot of times it's a falling wedge pattern with a cup and handle kind of conjoining it, but I'm still amazed at the beauty of this move for Bitcoin, you know, and how we were able to call it before it happened beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. So, bang, bang, bang. Detroit, baby, Detroit. Let's take a look at XRP and see what, well, now what I want to do is, look, we got to just watch Bitcoin in this flag. Yes, it could definitely dump. It's kind of a Bart Simpson head, and I could see it making a move down. And, you know, but it made it above this resistance at 21,000. And if it can hold above 21K, that's what we want to see. So we want to just see if Bitcoin can hold 21K. And if it can get one more push up hard to 21,658, that would be amazing. So that's what we're looking for, you know? Looking to see if this can make bacon on the beach and get a move on to the upside. So we're going to watch Bitcoin on the 1 minute just to see if we get that one more blast to the upside. All right. You have to heed that the 1 hour is getting a little hot. Let me get that one more bling, and then we'll start to kind of make a flag. But what I do is, even before then, I could start to project my flag. You know what I mean? We got the 1 minute on the Binance chart. This is my, I think that was when I was on the 32nd, right? So right here, I start projecting my 1 hour flag. We're far away from the 21-day moving average, but it's crossing the 200. It's a good sign. All right. Also, I did a trading, you know, I did in my trading school this week, I was showing my students how it's a tight moving average. It's likely to move to the upside. Just like every time the 1 hour got tight, we had a bigger move. And lo and behold, there's the bigger move. Okay. Shout out to the 697 people. Everyone, we got to keep the likes pumping. When you pump these likes back to 500, when you keep that chat pumping, when you keep it moving, this chat gets to 1,000 people. I don't know why we don't have 1,000 people here. Honestly, this is crazy, but I made public calls, right? Who cares, right? Forget the ego, throw it in the trash. The TA made the calls, though I didn't make the calls. I just found the TA. But if you go to videos, right, and you come down and you see, like, might even be, like, further up, right? S&P, I'm making a call. I called a reversal in the all world markets, like every world market. Like, this is crazy. I've been studying world markets for 20 years. Watch this. I've been trading for 15 of those 20 years. I've been looking at gold, silver, financial markets. I've been looking at how the Federal Reserve actually works, how we trade bonds in the open market system. You may want to Google that. And I've figured out so many different little intricacies in the markets. And I've taken a bunch of different charts and put them together. And I'm seeing some signs of the strong indicators in which I use and have put a lot of faith in over the last 10, 15 years in trading. And right now, I'm telling you, I am seeing a strong indication that the S&P is going to reverse to the upside. Why is that? Well, there's something called bullish divergence. You rarely see it on the weekly chart. And here we see it again on the weekly here. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. I'm a simple man. I trade simple things on big time frames. This stochastics RSI, whenever we've been low here, look, we got a nice bounce. Here we got a little bounce. There was no bullish divergence when these bounces occurred. I just want to make that clear. All right. Here we had a huge bounce here. Slight bullish divergence there at that point in time for the S&P. Here, not really. Here, there is the last time the S&P had severe bullish divergence like we have it now. Swing down and swing down on the weekly and swing up to swing up. The last time we had it was in 2016. So we haven't seen a substantial divergence just like this is now looking just like that since 2016. I'm making a bold statement here for anyone watching this and anyone that's invested in any market throughout the world. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But I am calling a reversal in world markets. I am calling a dump in the dollar. I am calling a bigger move than most people see. If 3,700 can hold, then we can get to 4,000. We get to 4,000. This wedge is breaking out. We're getting above this resistance point, and we can see some. So that's on October 22nd, right? It's now November 4th. Everyone was in fear. Everyone told you that we were going into a recession. Everyone told you that a depression was coming. If you watch the world news, it said that we were going down the tubes, right? But I studied the markets, and I looked at the markets. And if we look at the S&P futures now, and we dive in deep, and we go back to that date and time on October 22nd, right here, that was the exact bottom. And since then, the market has reversed in a major way. To the day, I called the reversal. I've done this kind of thing many times in my life, but and honestly, anyone in any world market, like a hedge fund could have used me because they would have made a killing. Like any single financial institution, I'm calling you all right now because I call that, and I do a lot of this stuff many, many times based on years and years of data analysis. Like I have years of data that I get to do this with. Once you compile the data for years, you have a higher probability than other people because you can see the data that they can't. If I sit there and I watch it rain every day and I collect it in a tin, and then I write down how much rain, then I'm going to know the average amount of rain. Oh, I have 3 inches each time. But if you don't collect a tin and you don't find out how much rain comes down each day, you're going to have no idea, right? So it's simple. These concepts to me are simple. If you spend more time on something than most of the other people in the world, you're going to know more about it. A lot of the people that run their mouth and you see on the camera, they spend so much of their time setting up booking dates and doing all this other stuff. I don't even think they know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying this is going to be a giant reversal. Now we have levels we got to get above, right? It's not all gravy. I'm a guy that takes everything one step at a time. This was a rising wedge that did break to the downside, but we had that beautiful reversal back to about 3,900 on the S&P, right? And we are bouncing right now with a bit of a holding pattern here. And we had this falling wedge that needed to break to the upside. We know this front runs Bitcoin a little bit, but you can see Bitcoin outperforming the S&P clearly, clear as day. And Bitcoin has its own trajectory. Another thing that I've been talking about is Bitcoin is above the 200 simple, well above it. This just got back above it. It had actually fallen below it. Bitcoin hadn't done that. So Bitcoin and the S&P are not in the same place technically. You know what I mean? They're not like one's a 50-year-old man, one's a 25-year-old man. Like they're not the same. They may have some correlations. They may move together. But eventually, their TA will not play the same. Like, you might have a death cross here. We have a bull, you know, things could change. And just remember that. Things can always change. So this rising wedge broke down. I can kind of get rid of it. We could say maybe try to bearishly retest that area. But what I'm seeing here is like a bit of a falling wedge now for the S&P. Right? And we need this to break back to the upside. 4-hour has momentum. What I don't like is this kind of thing going on. I see like a shoulder, a head, and possibly a right shoulder that could bring us down here. You know? Now, I used to think that would be the worst thing in the world, but lately Bitcoin seems to be trucking along, kind of doing its own thing. But we shall see. One step at a time, one day at a time. We don't have to over-speculate because we know we're going to be here tomorrow. We know we're going to go over this every other day, so we don't have to over-speculate. That's the beauty of doing something consistently. Everyone else is always like, oh, I think it's going to do this tomorrow because they look at it once a week and then have this long talk with their buddy at lunch and say what we think is going to happen. When you're there every single day on the front lines, you don't have to think what's going to happen. You're going to see it. For instance, I always said to everybody, we're going to buy the bottom because I'm going to live stream it probably. Or at least the day of it, I'm going to live stream. I may not live stream the bottom, but I'll live stream the day of the bottom. And man, I went live when we went down 17.5, crazy. I went live so many times in the middle of the night. I remember one stream, it was 3 in the morning. I'm live streaming. It was insane. And I'm calming the markets so many times. Massive red days, huge dumps. I had to come out and just be like, listen, deep breaths, everybody. We're going to short this. We're going to make money. We're going to get it back. Everything's going to be fine. So look, I mean, this little wedge broke out. We came to the top here. We need to get higher, baby. We need to get higher. Can we break through the resistance? Now we need to get above 3781, the S&P, in my humble opinion. Actually, you know what? I misspoke. 3800. 3800 has to kind of really bounce back. We want it back. Resistance, resistance, resistance. We got to get back above that zone. Measured move, if this is a bit of a flag, which it is, to the upside here. Kind of a sloping cup and handle. I call these ascending cup and handles, like moving up, like it's, you know, drifting up. And I've seen these play out many times. Once the market really starts to rip, I'll be back on my like all different, you know, we have ascending cup and handles, sloping cup and handles, leading cup and handles. This could be called almost a leading cup. It leads. It's a leading cup and handle, you know. So there's a chance this does break out. We got to hold the POC. So I don't want to see us go below 3692. And we could go sideways. That's fine. And in the next, you know, by next week, Wednesday, Thursday, I'd like to see the S&P back above 3953. If not, we could be making a bit of an M pattern here. And that could be trouble for the bigger, broader market. So I'll keep you abreast of what's happening in the game, if you would like. All right. Then my wife can cook me chicken breast, because that made me think of a chicken breast and I got hungry. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. I love you all so much. Thank you for giving me this platform in this life. I know I would have nothing without each and every one of you. So I know where my bread is buttered, and I God bless all of you. Thank you so much for coming to my live stream every single day. May God bless me and you and your families and everyone in your life. Thank you for the likes. I greatly appreciate them. 472. Dear Lord, thank you. I'm so grateful for the likes I've received. I'm blessed. Thank you for all the beautiful people you created, then brought onto this world, and then decided to find me and come to my live. So with the blessings on blessings, I continue to move, staying positive every single day. May the God shine light on you too, and may you accomplish your dreams. It will take hard work and discipline, not just believing in God. There's going to be, you know, the energy will be there to provide more energy for you, but you got to believe in yourself. You got to push forward. You got to want it. You got to want it more than the next guy. You just got to want it more than the next guy. I'm telling you right now. You got to want to study harder. You got to want to put more work in. You got to want to back test more. You got to want more. You got to go for it, baby. I'm blessed with a rain day, so I'm going to the gem store and getting my Labradorite. Any suggestions? Yeah, you just want to make sure that it has a lot of essence. Honestly, to me, it's not really about the size or the shape. It's about the essence. Sometimes they're somewhat see-through, and that's beautiful too. And there's many different types, and no type of Labradorite will be the same. This one actually broke on me and turned into two pieces, right? I can't remember exactly how it was. Well, yeah, right here. This one's gorgeous, though, if I can get it to do its Labradorite thing. It's not easy to get them. Here, they'll probably shine here because of the light. But, yeah, and then, like, this one's amazing. This one I really liked because it just had this whole area that shines when you know. So, to me, it's just about the essence. You're looking for essence, in my humble opinion, you know. Yeah. You're looking for essence. Okay. Lunar eclipse November 8th, right? In the Shemitah year, lunar eclipse. They say that third lunar eclipse is usually a big move for Bitcoin. We got a full moon coming too. When I'm looking at the moon, I can see a full moon is coming. I've been looking at the moon every night. It's getting bigger and bigger. So this is the S&P futures. We can kind of tilt on that for a while. 4-hour does want to push to the upside. Daily coming back down, but getting ready for that flip. And the 22-hour saves the day. About to have a blast to the upside. Every time that 22-hour went low, pump, pump. Ready for a pump with a higher low. And look, you can see this previous resistance zone here. Resistance, resistance, bounce. So can the S&P hold that area? Crucial clutch. All right. Head to that point of control and bounce, baby, bounce. It did the tight moving averages that gravitated up towards the 200 moving average too, you know. Here you have it too, look tight. They gravitate up towards the 200 SMA. About to say that's I was like, I looked like a moving average. It was a mile. I looked just like the moving average. So anyway, let's get out of the S&P, but I just want to make you see that the S&P looks like it's about to blast on the 22-hour. And that's a really good sign for the world markets. That's a good sign for everybody. Looks like next week may be a bit of a party. November is known to be Pumpvember. Like, it's a great month for crypto. Notoriously, Bitcoin goes up 59% in November. One of the biggest months for Bitcoin. So we got through some of the toughest times. If you've been with me, you got through some of the toughest times in crypto. You really did. Hats off to everybody that stuck through with me these tough times. Hats off to each and every one of you. Unbelievable. Like, it's really, like, unreal. Unreal. Because one of the toughest times I've ever seen in trading. We still made gains. I got mentally strong. The market told me how to toughen up. It really did. And I learned how to become mentally tough in this bear market. Even more than I ever was. This market really, really hammered me in and really taught me some valuable lessons. I believe it was a good time to take some profits. When you see big green candles and you've been in trades all night, pay yourself. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice, but when it's pumping up, it's a great time to take some profits. When it's dumping down, it's a good time to get in. Everyone else is doing the opposite. You got to train your brain to go against the motion, all right? My man was on this MPLX. You were all over this. Billy was looking at this. Billy the mad scientist. 50% gains coming out of it, though. So, I mean, hey, you're somehow, like, he's finding, like, bottoms by watching tiny, like, I can't. It's awesome, though. I don't hate. It just, I know how intricate my brain is, and I can't go too deep into something because then it will take, especially something that I know is going to be intricately taken over my brain. Because I'll love it and I'll want to go into it. And I got something working for me right now, and I need to stay in my pocket, you know? So again, you don't chase. You don't chase like we talked about. You go to that 4-hour time frame. You see that it's overbought. You make that flag on the 1 hour and the 15, right? And again, you could even be, there's a chance you're retesting this top area, or we could go, I guess you could do something like that. Kind of broke out, broke back in. You could do one of those. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder. There's no telling if it's going to continue up or down. That's why I just like taking profits, because it just relieves you. It's like, all right, I'm out of the trade. If it pumps, it pumps. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Sometimes I throw profits back in here, and that way, or half my profits, and then that way I'm playing with house money on the higher risk mode. You have to see there's bearish divergence here on the 15. You know, that'll tell me that the shorts will probably take over for the afternoon. You had a huge pump. I mean, from 3 in the morning till now. I mean, it's been pumping for 8 hours. It's time to clean up. You know, it's time to change it up. So, all right. Super chat, CELR, FLUX, 8Pay. Oh, cool, 8Pay. It's been a while. Let's take a look at CELR. CELR Network. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here and jumping on in with your time. It's a really nice thing that you're doing, because you're supporting my life in a huge way. It's karmatically going to come back to you, because I'm going to put in that work. And so, look, we talked about, look, it's funny. I circled this area. Remember, you asked me about CELR, and I did this. Remember, I don't even remember. I said, that's a rising wedge. We're likely to bounce. I said, maybe we can bounce and hold that point of control and bounce back to the upside. I remember saying this and going over it. It's exactly what happened with CELR. It came down, it hit that circled area, and it bounced a little bit. Bounced pretty nicely, actually, which is pretty crazy. Like, I didn't trade this, but what I will show you is it's, you know, the kind of Sammy cup and handy idea here. You got your handle. This is more of a deranged cup, though. I don't like this cup. It doesn't, it's almost like a twisted Adam and Eve or something, but you got this double bottom that pumps out, and then you got this range that got respected. You bounce, resistance, and then you bounce there. And seller made a huge move, okay? Now you want to see the same ideas here. Seller's a little overbought, and, it's away from the 21-day moving average. I don't chase them. I replace them. And so you don't chase coins. And I set alerts, and I'm ready to rock. And if you have no idea what I'm doing, it's okay. It'll take you some time. I don't expect you to. This is projection alert theory. That works in my favor almost every time. Keeps me from jumping into candles, keeps me from doing anything emotional, and keeps me patient for the next possible move. So Bitcoin, beautiful play here on Coinbase. Let's take a look at BTC USD on the Binance chart. Again, we had this flag going. We had this inverted head and shoulder back then too in here that we called out that on, during the weekly screen share last night. Crazy how this all played out. And we said, I thought we'd hit here and we'd likely break to the downside. I said, bulls must break candles above these zones to remain bullish. And we did. And so we didn't lose those areas and we continued to move. It was pretty awesome. Let's take a look at our baby FLUX, which looks ready to move. It's been low on that daily. It's been getting ready for its next big entry, right? But it's been quiet, and it's been kind of a slow bleed. FLUX. Are you ready for more FLUX? We got this cup. We got this handle. All right? So we got the Sammy cup and heady for FLUX, which I know is the most explosive pattern in the world, and that's why I use it. And that's why they call me Sammy cup and handy, because I'm the most explosive trader in the game. All right? So look, FLUX could go all the way up here to about 1.09, right? And that's the thing. I should never get any haters, because even if everyone should just use my brain to their advantage, straight up. So that's why when everyone even hates on me, I know they're missing it. I'm like, that's like someone who's like trying to tan in the dark. I'm like, or they're right in front of the sun and they're saying like, I hate the sun. I don't want, or they want to tan, but they're telling the sun they hate it. It's like, you're not making sense. But so FLUX, I have two, we have our bigger move, 330%, and we have our next move up to $2.24. FLUX has been holding the zone. It got to a low at about 47 cents, came back with a ripping all the way to about $1.43, and then came back down, right? And it's been holding this 69, 73 cent area, and it's above a point of control. To me, it's only a matter of time until FLUX makes a move. I've been watching FLUX in the 3-day chart, and the 3-day chart suggests that a big move is coming for FLUX. So I'm watching this for FLUX. I'm personally in the trade, and it's just a slow creeper. I believe it's in the next 2 to 3 weeks, it'll pay me. I just got to be patient and wait for my payment, right? Some things I do like this, other things I keep capital. I always have capital out, though. Always have capital free. Always have free capital, all right? 1 mil full moon. I missed that, dang. Okay, last 2 months of my life have been much clearer than the last 5 years. Thanks for being the vessel that helped me find purpose. God bless you infinitely. You know what's really weird is you'd think that a lot of my testimonials would be like, I made tons of money. And they are. There's a lot of people who said I did this, I did. And in the bull market, it's all about the money. But, in the bear market, I got so many testimonials about people saying that I changed their life spiritually. Like they started drinking lemon water. They started working out. They were a better dad to their kids. They started taking care of things in life. I couldn't believe it. And, when I started the channel, I was getting into crypto, but I realized that I couldn't trade well unless I kept my mind right and I kept my body healthy and I kept everything going well. And so I said, as part of my trading school and part of what I preach and teach, I need to also preach and teach lifestyle and what keeps people mentally, in shape. And it's about being mentally in shape, spiritually in shape, physically in shape, and financially in shape. You want all 4 of those things to be checked off. Do you have a good connection with God? Do you feel connected to the world? Do you have a spirituality to yourself that makes you feel whole? Great feeling to have. I'm telling you right now. Unbelievable. Because you're not just one. You feel connected to everything and everyone, and you don't feel like it's just you. You lose the ego. You realize you're part of a quilt, and you're all together in this world. Great feeling to have. Number 2, right? You feel good because you work out every day, and you know that your body's in good shape. If you have money, you can spend it. You can go places. You can jump into the water. You're not in your hotel room with heart disease, right? You could have billions of dollars and not be able to do anything with it because of your health. So you got to have good health, ready to go. Lemon water, right? We're doing it. Then finances, right? Be your own boss. Fire your boss and do your own thing. Live in your dreams. Create your own product. Create your own job and live in it. If you can do that, you're doing something unbelievable with your life. You're an example to your kids, to everyone around you, to your wife, and you're a guiding light to anyone that wants to become an entrepreneur and change their life. So amazing, right? And then what's the fourth? When we talk about the financials, the spiritual, and then the mental health. Making sure that you're mentally healthy, and physical health to me comes into the mental health. Because you work out, it helps the mental health. But this is the quadfecta, if you want to call it, right? And I did go to therapy, and I had to work a lot of things out of my head. And I use this show as therapy. Every day I talk about what I'm feeling, or I go over some things, or if I see something that really hits me hard, I share it with each and every one of you. So this show to me really is my therapy. So again, I lean on all the lifers for so many things. And I appreciate each and every one of you for so many reasons. And this show isn't just about us making tons of money and making gains. This show is about all of us moving forward together in a high lightened frequency and enjoying the fruitions of our labor as we continue to move. You know what I mean? A healthy body begets a healthy mind, and a healthy mind begets a healthy spirit. Look what he said. It's like a motion in the ocean. It all starts with a healthy body. You don't fix your mental health before your physical. It's funny that he said that. For me, I had to start fixing my physical to change my mental. Same exact concept. So I'm looking for Flux to do something on this 3-day chart. I'm watching Flux on the 3-day. Flux on the 3-day. Long time coming. That's a patience trade. That's not easy, right? Not every trade is easy. Nothing is easy, in my humble opinion. And I hope I introduce you to the 3-day chart. My mentors, a lot of people that taught me stuff, they taught me it kind of here, and then it kind of stuck at one point, and I had to continue my education. I had to continue to teach myself what I wanted to know. Look, that did fall lower. Someone had asked me about it. I said I didn't like it. Lithium. Can you do TA on Casper CSPR? Yeah, it's in a falling wedge in my mind, right? It's in a falling wedge. We had drawn the fib. It had been in a nice bennett, but it had fallen to the downside. I'm closing my eye. I can see it in my head before I even get to it. Casper. See, there's the falling wedge. Well, got a little bit of a green pump. Let's take a look here. Sideways action, though. Not a lot of love. So here, we had this falling wedge. It could come to the upside, right? It has to bounce. Could go lower. It's dealing with, it's kind of double bottomed here. Now you got this kind of flag going. Tempting to be a rising wedge. You're overbought on the 1 hour. You're getting overbought on the 4. Kind of a shoulder head and a shoulder there too. I'm getting some mixed signals for it. And that's the thing. I trade last night. If I saw this and then I saw MATIC, I trade MATIC, right? Because look, MATIC's got news, Instagram, so if you're sitting in this coin when MATIC's pumping, we got to rework your wiring. We got to help you out because there's something that you're missing. You know what I mean? Basically the whole world should have traded MATIC yesterday. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken, but come on. Anyone with a brain should have been trading MATIC last night because it bought Instagram. People are going to start, and look, it has a whole tool. The Instagram thing is an entire tool. It's an entire tool to help you build your NFT, sell your NFT. It's insane. You know what I mean? It's pretty awesome. So do you play the lottery? I'd rather trade, but do you? This was yesterday. When it goes to 200 million, I buy one lottery ticket per drawing. That's 100 million. To risk $1 risk reward ratio. Yeah, I get it. Just buy one random. I get it. Nope. Better probabilities are a higher rate of return in other avenues, such as educated trading and long-term investment vehicles. You're funny. I also used to play the lottery now and then, but I realized the odds of winning are not very good. I will never do the lottery ever again now that I am learning to trade. Probabilities. Love it. And one day soon, it'll be my actual job. Yes, it will. Crypto lifer, I'd rather trade like the legend Sam. We will live the crypto dreams in our life than gambling. We will live yeah, exactly. Thank you for everything you have given me, standing high like you. Respect, my brother, my crypto family. Appreciate you, man. I love how you do these. These are awesome. My story is the same as yours. Been watching my parents play it all my life and never win. That I'm turned off by it, especially now that I'm a trader and an investor. I never get any good vibes around the lottery. No, I already won. I was born into a healthy body. I love this dude. That's spot on. I'm going to retweet that. That's hot. Yeah, when it's 70 million CAD, that's like 20,000 USD. It's more fun trading than doing the lottery. I agree. Wife bought 10 tickets this morning. First time we have in years. Hey, you never know. You never know. 100x long. Yeah, I paid 99 for a ticket and won a lifetime of cozy lifers, baby. I love that lifer friend. You're the man. 100x long. Silly. Can I buy on a 3S? You're funny. So, boom. And let's get back to the tweet of the day. 8,897 on our way to 9,000 followers on Twitter. Can we get there? 85 comments, 50 retweets. We didn't get there today. We just didn't get that many people. Come on, we got 718 people on the live. We got people making me look. Come on, you got to make it stop, Frankie, man. You're crazy. During the Fed meeting, yeah. So keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Wow, these are awesome. Look at this. Do you have a... You guys are funny. I number one, always never trade the 1 second show. Always never trade, yeah. Not used to doing such long-term time frames as the 1 second. Lavender reduces stress. Me, that's so funny. No. You live once, so why not? I'll trade it once. Yeah, just try it out. Hey. I don't think I ever actually traded it. Technically, I did. I mean, I don't know. But the bigger time frames I was looking at, and then I just kind of peeked in. I actually did. It was going ballistic until I went 100x leverage and went to the bathroom thinking it was going on. I came back all clean and smelling nice. But guess what? Got liquidated. Spent another minute hitting my head for being delusional. That makes sense. That's a spot-on story, right? That's spot on. So, yeah, Casper, I mean, could it break out? It could, but that 4-hour time frame doesn't look too good to me. Possibly coming back for a bit of a double bottom here, in my humble opinion, before it makes its way back up. Might have to test this zone. 4-hour time frame's a little high there and overbought. Not where I like to get in based on probabilities. Let's look at 8pay. I like when coins have fun names like that, like 8pay and, 1 inch. You know what I mean? I don't know. I love them. C98. I'm into that. I just like it. Call me weird. 8pay USDT. So 8pay banging on them to the upside. We went over this, remember? Back in the day, we went over 8pay. Look like it almost got rugged. Look at that thing. Came all the way down for a big, nice little rug pull, right? Now they want to rug you again. People are like, yeah. So, I don't know much about this coin. It's on Uniswap. This is the USDT pair. It's up huge in the last 2 days. I get it. 356%. But it is a meme coin. Anything could happen. It did break above the 200 simple. All right? And there's tight moving averages there. That's a move. You'd set your levels of support or resistance. And, right there you would flag out. 4-hour time frame actually suggested it could continue to the upside. You look at the 1 hour, suggested it could too. You look at your daily, and you're cooked. And you're far away from that. So, the daily tweets are topping. I would flag this out. And I wouldn't touch it till the daily reset, at least till the middle part of the Stokes. That's me, though. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. I think I say indeed should be taken as financial advice. Okay? Get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence for getting to any project coin or trade. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Cadena. I can't believe they would crash Cadena again all the way back for more. This is interesting. I believe Cadena was getting close to that bottom there at 143. They would bring it lower. They want to pump this coin hard, and they want to get the cheaper price. VCs are into this, man. I know because they ran it up all the way from $1 to $30 on that last run. It was it was a late comer rally too. It was interesting. Kind of came out of nowhere, and then Cadena was the newest thing on the block. It was like, and it was like boom, and then it was gone. So Cadena making these new lows. Everything else made a low higher than that low, but Cadena did not. Does Cadena have a big set of bullish divergence on on the 3-day? Swing down and swing down? It does. I mean, when you see bullish divergence on a big time frame, it tells you that you should be grabbing it up. So this tells me that Cadena right now is probably a good bottom buy, in my humble opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as such. Are we going to get the tight moving averages that could gravitate up towards that 200 simple? And we have it right now. Tight moving averages, there's your 200 simple. I showed you this many, many times. So if the next 2 days or even the next few hours, this breaks out for somewhat of a 10 to 30% gain, it was right there written for you. And I showed you how this happens, right? I showed you the tightness. However, the 4 hour is a little high. And so it may not happen immediately, but we are getting what's called a golden cross as we see this 50 approaching the 200 simple. But I wouldn't ape in so to speak, right now. And we do have resistance right here. I see something happening with this. I basically kind of what we just said, too. Could we make this double bottom here? Not the best. Let me make it a little more fancy. But that's what we're looking for on Cadena, okay? Once it breaks this level, I believe it can make, once it breaks that high volume node, it's going to fly to this point of control, 155, and then continue. It is a falling wedge that could break to the upside 68% of the time. If we look at it, it would give you this move here out of the wedge, okay? Sorry. Acting a little funky here, right there. And look, that coincides with this area here where you would have a little bit of trouble extending a little bit into that resistance area. Previous resistance will give you resistance till you get back above it and turn it into support. That's just how it is. Shout out to the 700 people on the live on 11:33, 544 people on the live stream, $34 in chat revenue. You people are unbelievable. May God bless each and every one of you. Sorry to leave early yesterday, but not today, baby. Not today. I believe KuCoin Shares was going to do damage and break out of this to the upside. I put this out. It did exactly what we thought it would. Boom, to the top of the channel. 4% gain, though, for me. I mean, hey, a gain is a gain, but it did start at its beginning bottom, and this thing could continue up for 13% all the way back to $11.40. I like KuCoin Shares as a long-term hold throughout the moves. Been watching ENS. I believe if Ethereum keeps pumping, ENS will go with it. And it's in this giant ascending triangle I've been watching for a while here. Oversold in that daily time frame. So there's only a matter of time for Ethereum name service to break to the upside. I would watch this closely on my daily. And once the market starts to change and we really start to feel more of an uptrending sentiment, what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot more dailies play out. You're going to see the way I trade, a little more spaced out, a little more larger time frames. The bear market tends me to crunch it into the 7, to the 15, to the 1. The bull market lets me pull it out. Doesn't sound right. That didn't sound right. You know what I mean? At all, right? Like the bull market lets me pull it out. Like, it's like, come on, man. Always something over here. I don't try to do it. It happens on its own. I'm serious. I'm not trying to be funny. If you talk enough, you're going to do something silly. You know what I mean? 39 retweets. We need 50 retweets. How many people commented, though? I can't even tell how many people commented. How do you find the comments? 70 comments. We need 85 comments, I said. 50 retweets. Right? We're very close. We're very close. Why? I'm going to present to a person of my choice that I like a Crypto Lifer hoodie. You're going to be getting a Crypto Lifer hoodie. We'll contact you and we'll ship it out to you right away. So let us know. And we just got to get 50 retweets and we want to get 85 comments. All right. So it's very close. We're very, very close. A few more people just to get it in. We have 722 people on the live. We can get there. I know we can get there. So Ethereum name service looks highly likely to move. And while we do that, I'm going to slip in beautiful moves that are highly likely to play out. And you know they do because you watch my channel all the time and you're like, this is the guy. Or you saw me on ATB and you're like, this is the guy. And you're like, yeah, that's the guy. Not too shabby, baby. Not too shabby. Toko, boom, to the upside for massive gains. Shout out to my man with the Toko trade. Dude, we just nailed Toko in the trading group for massive gains to the upside, 105%. My man, banging on him to the upside, baby. Banging on him to the upside. Boom, boom, boom. Toko. Shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you. All you need is a little volume. Spark that bot. That bot takes it up. And things start to boom. Lifer Vision Trading School, man. We got a lot of people here. See Lifer on to my shouts. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here. Wow, I'm seeing just a lot of movement in the trading group. A lot of movement, a lot of action. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 21,000 holding it down, but you know you're going to eventually have some type of issue here. So look, that didn't break out. Let's take a look here. 7 minutes coming back down, but the 7 minutes flagging now.
I just keep flags going, baby. And when you see the stochastics get low, you just have to be ready for a possible move. 21-day moving average touching. That kind of, nothing really changes here with this. You can call it 21.7 now. Whoa. Fat super chat coming in. Hey, Sam, thank you for all the knowledge and positivity you give us every single day. Could you please go over SHIB when you have a chance? Thank you for the $50 super chat from Crypto Khaleesi. That's so nice of you for $49.99. May God bless you and yours. May you have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for that karmatic presentation of your value to me. And that will come back to you 110%. May God bless you for that. It really will, though. It feels good to give. It feels good to give. I'm telling you that right now. I'm supposed to be here at my daughter's birthday party, but I'm upstairs waiting for Lifer to do XRP. My man. That's kind of rude. Be like you're going to stop your whole life and your whole daughter because I didn't go over XRP. Come on, man. Like, don't do stuff like that. Like, go see your daughter, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, whatever. Don't do what I tell you to do. Do whatever makes you happy. So, look, I talked about XRP being the highly likely next move to the upside. I put it in this tight channel, and we went over it. And I was saying XRP looked really good because the daily was getting ready for a bit of a flip. The 22-hour looked really nice for XRP, and so there was a chance that XRP was going to get a breakout. And it was sitting low here, and I liked it at about 45 cents, right? And it went all the way up for a nice gain of about 12.8. Now, it follows Bitcoin closely. The 1 hour time frame is going to be overbought. It's actually, wow, that's interesting. Feels like we could be one of these euphoric modes where we get a lot of FOMO and people just kind of run into the market. I am feeling the FOMO. Are you? And that's why I said the title of my channel today, Bitcoin pumps, alts fly. FOMO? FOMO is fear of missing out. You got a lot of people that have fear of missing out. They want it so bad, baby. They want it so bad. XRP could break to the upside here. Measured move would take it to 56 cents. I'm just, we had a pump for the whole market. Everything's looking pretty good. This daily does have room to the upside, but your 4 hours getting a little high. Your 1 hour is like, Your 15-minute could reset. I'd watch this flag. There's a chance it could scalp for more, all the way to 56 cents. But at that point, I would be taking profit. All right. Okay, no gain on XRP. Daughter would start. Super chat fans, you're funny, man. I love that. You guys are so funny. It's more important than the kid, man. I get it. I get it now. I get it. You've corrected me. You're 100% right now. I feel you. So, look, Phantom's in an ascending triangle that could continue. Hands down. With Andre Condé coming back and people jumping back in, they'll be afraid to go back to $1 soon. And they're like, oh, my God. Definitely something I may just plop in, a $5,000, pick it in, and just hold and get back into my Phantom holds again. But got to be the right time. Look at my daily, it's a little overbought. Look at my 3-day, it's a little too high. Unless we get FOMOation, it gets out of control. But look, we even had Phantom in this cup and handle back here. See this? And that would blast to the upside. See that? Boom. It's crazy. But look, this is an ascending triangle. We just made it together here on the live. You saw me just build it. The 1 hour time frame wants this thing to blast. So, yeah, I like Phantom right here. And from where we're at, it's saying there's a nice 24% gain coming out of Phantom. Bitcoin will have to play ball, right? Either go sideways or to the upside. And, but I do see, and I wait for the 15-minute to make this a perfect trade. And it could go very wrong. Bitcoin is very high at this point. It could go wrong. There's no guarantees this will play out. But it's very oversold. And the Stokes are low. Phantom has a possibility of making some serious moves. So I came from your crypto opinion. I came for your crypto opinions. I stayed for your life advice. I've been a successful trader since 2005, adjusting my mental and physical health. Looking forward to spiritual gains. Bless you, Sam. I've been a successful trader since 2005, man. So he's been doing it. 7 years of success. He knows what he's got. He's got his angles, and he's got it mapped out. He knows what he's doing, man. Thank you so much, ST Ross, right? Or Rouse. I don't know if I'm saying that. Ross. Usually Ross. I'll say Ross. I'm doing the happy birthday song on a loop until I get downstairs to blow out the candles. You're hilarious, man. You'll get there. You'll get there, man. Get down there, man. She's waiting, man. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. We did XRP already, so you're good. You can go down. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. So we talked about SHIB making a move, and I went over it, and I posted it, and I talked about it. For some reason, it didn't make it into the gains. I got to like post them. See, that's what I want, Sean, is I want you to rechart my charts. And when they pump, I want you to take the picture of them and know exactly what happened. That's what, I know that's crazy, right? Is that too much? But like, it would be cool if like someone just kept track of all my gains and I didn't have to. You know what I mean? I know it's being crazy, right? But it's one less task that I don't have to continue to go after. And I could just continue to find the next coin, the next coin, the next coin, and use my beautiful brain. Because some of my time is spent going over what did I post, what did I post, what did I find, and I have to think about it. And if I miss it, it doesn't make it. You know what I mean? And there should be someone else helping me do that, I believe, with all the resources that we have. Or maybe I'm wrong and I'm being ridiculous. I don't know. I'm being open-minded. I'm always trying to ask for feedback here. But SHIB did blast for 17% gains there. And it was posted, yeah. I talked about it all the time because after Doge pumped, I kept being like, well, SHIB's probably likely to make a move now. It's going to be SHIB now. It's going to be SHIB now. It's going to be SHIB now. Here's the post right here, worth watching, the 4-hour on the 2nd of November, okay? And if we fast forward here, it looks very, we were kind of right there at that point. We just went a little bit, but we never really went much lower, and that would break out to the upside. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the love. Shout out to everybody here on the live. You people are unbelievable. 685 people, 569 likes. If we can get the likes up to the watches, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's take a look at the world markets. Let's take a look at total. You need to see total. This is a big deal because if we broke $1 trillion, it's a big, big deal. All right. And look, we talked about this flag breaking out. We talked about this level holding us in the zone. And we said, can we get back above? And we said the target would take us to 1.03 trillion. We went to 1.01. We're right now above $1 trillion in the market cap. Beautiful, beautiful move. Breaking back above $1 trillion is a big deal. To me, we may kiss it, come back. I get it. But once we start getting back into that trillion, it's solidifying this idea. And we even talked about this being like a shoulder, kind of a head, and that's a right shoulder. So many concepts, and we went over this so many times. We even talked about this tightness right here and the tight moving averages, and we would bust to the upside. See, if you take my concepts that I teach and you expand them on all different, like this is the crypto total market cap. So we call the crypto total market cap going to 1.03 trillion. That's going to be our next big resistance node. We just blasted through this resistance right here, and we're above it. So here's the deal. Flag out the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time frame stays in a flag. This whole market's continuing to go to the upside, baby. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get above $1 trillion and hold $1 trillion. But huge clap right now for Bitcoin, for the crypto market cap back above $1 trillion. Yes. Yes, this is huge. This is a big deal. And this is huge. I mean, a lot of money has poured back into the market. They made it look sexy. They made it lolook fun. Shiba Inu, Doge, XRP, everything looked like you wanted to be down. You wanted to get in Bitcoin. Did you buy Bitcoin at 17,000? Did you buy Bitcoin at 18,000? No, you didn't. Now it's at 21. Now it's at 22. It's going to 30. Now the same people who listen to 10K are listening to the people who say it's going to 30. And they're like, oh my God. Now they listen to everybody but themselves. They have no self-conviction. They don't believe in themselves. If you don't believe in yourself, you can't do anything. You can't get anywhere. Like, how would I have started this channel? I was at work watching all these other YouTubers, and I said, man, I could do that. I could make a really good show, right? I mean, I was like, I love YouTube. I think I could get down on this. Now, I had to learn a lot, right? And I had to get myself ready and prepared, which I did. I joined a trading group. I went through the motions, and I'd been trading for years too as well, so I understood the concepts. Hey, Sam, what do you prefer for class? USD or BTC or ETH? Whatever you want, man. Whatever makes you happy, baby. PayPal's really easy for my wife, honestly. Completely up to you, though. Whatever makes you happy. I believed too much into me and lost 15K in just a year. That's kind of funny, man. I believe too much in me. Well, I mean, if you believe in yourself, you got to know, and then you got to know yourself. So once you believe in yourself, you got to know thyself. And if you know you're not educated and you're going to go into a subject matter, you could get hurt, right? Like, I'm not going to go fight jiu-jitsu, right? Because I've never taken a class. Now, if I take 5 or 6 classes, and I'm not saying I'm going to be the best, but then I might think of like going into the ring and doing some jiu-jitsu. But even then, I'm probably going to still get my butt whipped if I don't put a year or 2 in. So you should know when you're not educated. And if you're not educated, you should not try to tackle something all holds bar, like with everything you have. Like, you should plan it out first and get ready and get educated. So know thyself is important too, and knowing the weakness. And if you know the weakness, then you know where you need to prepare to get better, right? Total market cap. overbought on the 1 hour time frame. We're just going to make a flag here. If this flag stays out, we can get to $1.06 trillion. That's going to show you money, money, money in the market. Hero's on my radar, right? Remember Hero, hot coin. Hero did explode. Look, we talked about Hero breaking to the upside. I made this cup and handle. Hero behind everybody's back made massive gains. Look at that. And I put this out. Golden pocket, pretty close. Bounce off that 0.5 fib. Hero for massive gains. And Hero is a coin I really liked, and I talked about it. Haven't been able to bring it up recently. It's been kind of overshadowed. Only so many coins can make it into the live, right? But Hero, baby, Hero. And you can see starting to watch Hero on the daily as well. This is how a trade begins. And I'm showing you this on 1019. And I'm like, this is how we slowly start to get in. And that's when Hero is sitting at 00373. And if you look, your low is 0361, you know. So I basically showing you the bottom for Hero. And now it's up 48% gains. So like, man, Hero, baby, Hero, right? Hero. Wow. And it came right to resistance. And this thing could flag out, bounce, and continue to go to the upside. FOMO has truly kicked in. People are starting to buy their coins. People are starting to accumulate the coins that they wanted. And now people are worried that they didn't get in enough, and they're going to start freaking out. That's why picking your project, believing in it, and then slowly dollar cost averaging into it long term, to me, is the best way to make money. Scaling in, scaling out, and holding long term. You know, I do love swing trading. I do love day trading, but I also like holding things long term as well. The biggest trades of my life were long term. But look, we just continue to add to the gain wall. It doesn't stop. Now we hit this one for 105%. Perfectly placed. No stop loss. Giant candle. Shout out to Renair, man. Beautiful move. MATIC 3L. We don't even have to go over that again. And SHIB for 17%. And he's about to add Hero. That's up 48. We continue to find ways to make money in this market. We continue to find ways to make money in the market. Remember ACQ? Kind of played us for a little bit, but then it got some legs. Let's take a look. So I talked about ACQ possibly popping out of this inverted head and shoulder. It did. Look, it went up. 27% gains. ACQ. That's interesting. I feel like we saw that happen. I want to see that. Hold on. Because it may have been a learning thing here. I don't want to I remember going over the learning idea. Yeah, I don't think I put that out. I think we went over it on the live together, right? And the weekly screen share. I could be wrong, though. Funny airweave. We had it here, went sideways, 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 pump and dump. That's weird. Crazy price action. XRP. No, XPR. Yeah, not to be confused with XIP. What new coins projects are you scaling into? I mean, right now, I'm looking at... I scaled a little bit into FLUX. I like FLUX long term. You know what I mean? New projects right now, I'm still not ready to really start in any new projects. I'm not. I'm just not there yet. You know what I mean? You know, one thing that is catching my mind is optimism, because it's starting to make me realize that if I believe in the ecosystems like I do, and they can continue to go to the upside. Look at this. Optimism just went up a little more today. And boom, boom, boom. It's going to get, I think, likely to this resistance, which it kind of whipped to. And then I want to see some consolidation. We're going to move this up now, and I want to see some consolidation. You can continue to do this concept that I do. It's called the Twisted Sister, and it's either going to make a falling wedge or a bull pennant. Whenever it decides to react either way, I'm going to delete the other pennant. This is a system I made up all on my own, and it may make no sense to you, and I don't really, I mean, I do care. I want you to understand, but I don't have to prove to anybody. I show every time that it works, what I do works, but I don't have to prove it. I know it works. You know what I mean? I know it works. I'm out here on these streets every day doing what I do. My boat goes through the water. So I'm watching Optimism really closely. I think this is a really good project to accumulate, and I believe it can do some true damage. Yeah. A little high in that daily. Had a nice run up recently. About 116% gains out of Optimism, right? Serve. How about Cadena? We went over Cadena already in depth. Yeah. What about ApeCoin? It had much hype before. I mean, ApeCoin could come back, you know. Shout out to the boaters. Shout out to all the boaters out there. And shout out to the Blue Crew. What new coins projects are you scaling into? And honestly, like that's something I will tell my trading group too. You know what I mean? You did ask a super chat on it, but like certain things I want to keep to my trading group. Like they're loyal to me. They pay that 99. Like then they get access to my brain 100%. You know what I mean? I do give as much as I can here on this live, but I can't give it all, man. You know what I mean? And I'm just not going to, you know? I show and prove that it's definitely worth it to learn from me every single day. And then you can make the decision whether you want to jump on in with us and keep moving and get the answer to that question. I already have huge bags of tons of coins too. You know what I mean? So I just kind of add to some of them. I'll tell you the coins that I hold big time. My biggest bags, Bitcoin, XRP, ADA, Chainlink, MATIC. I hold a lot of coins. So yeah, I mean, Algo. And some of the coins aren't the most exciting ones either. And I got capital looking for that. I believe the next 100 gem isn't here yet. You know what I mean? I don't think it's here yet. I think we're still looking for it. Okay. And so and when they're ready, they're going to be ready, but I don't think we're ready yet, personally. Doge Chain has just been continuing to follow this nice little pathway. That is a cup and handle. See that? And this thing could do some serious damage. It may make it all the way back to the point of control. It's a high-risk play, of course, but didn't move when the rest of the market moved yet. And that 22 hours getting ready, that's a bit absurd. We're going to curtail that a ridiculously long 980%. Know where I'm getting that. It's funny, but still looks like there's a massive gain coming out of Doge Chain. This thing could do some serious damage. It'll follow Doge if Doge has one more leg up. So wait for Doge to kind of reset itself slightly. But Doge Chain's on the radar. And I've seen things like these play out many times. Let's take a Fibonacci on that. And we are right there at that 0.618, approaching the golden pocket. I call it the golden Paquito. And look, I mean, if we come down here and we hit this high volume node and we don't lose it and we hit the golden pocket, we're likely to fly all the way back up, definitely to the target, or at least somewhere to this next resistance point at about 0.04733. I'd be watching Doge Chain closely. And it really does, because like this will be your swing low to swing low, which is an uptrend, and technically it does have this hidden bullish going on, even though it's a very strange hidden. But because it's such a little coin, you know, things aren't going to be perfectly, made like a regular, like most TA. It's going to be a little off. You know what I mean? So Doge Chain's on the radar for sure. All right. Doge Chain, baby, Doge Chain. All right. And I believe that concludes the live stream today. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. I want to see what's going on with the super chit easies. We got Wild. Can you check Phantom? Great idea. 90% of info should be for the trading group. Scar Sizzles. But do whatever makes you happy. Hey, I like that. BTC dumping. Sure it is. Can I go over quant? Look at DCA. Thanks, Lifer. I like when people say dumping. Like, after it had a huge pump, it retraces and it's dumping. Like, so crazy to me. Bitcoin's dumping. What if I look at it and it's like 18K and I'm like, oh wow, like that's a dump and a half, you know? I said you should take profits on the green candles like 100 times, right? I mean, duh, right? So look at your 1 hour time frame's cooked. You're overbought. Duh, right? So look, we had some fun. We could scale back, or we could, It's annoying for me to do, but I do it. So let's take a look at where we're at now and what just occurred. So we have this beautiful new area bounce of resistance that we broke above. And we solidified this area that we got back above too in high volume nodes, and a lot of cool stuff happened. A lot of cool stuff. I don't need that line. That was an extra line. This is here doing its thing. And we broke out. And the measured move definitely occurred, right? Basically, that's where we should have went. So, We've hit the measured move. It's all happened. All right. What now? Well, one thing we could do too. Sorry. So we got this level here to watch too. So we're going to set our local areas where we should bounce back to. And wow, massive sell-off. Not even, it's crazy. It's getting a massive flat sell-off. I can't stand those. You know what I mean? Rounded topping, getting a dump down. And they're just, you know what it is? They're just being greedy. Like when I show you Bookmap, they're just going to take everyone that got in late. So at every pump, there's the people that get in late. They got to clean those people up. So you have a bunch of stop losses and a bunch of people that thought they were going to 100x, 50x. They're all going to get shredded now. You know what I mean? And that's what's happening, in my humble opinion. 1 hour time frame needs to dump on you. You went straight up. It's now coming back down. Sad to say. What I don't like is when it's just flat like that. Like it just makes no sense. So what I end up doing like this is like, oh, maybe we do this, So I project this pattern. I'll keep cleaning it up throughout the day. There's no guarantees exactly what could happen. We want to see if we can hold this level, 20,675. Really, to me, it's all about closing a candle on the daily above 20,500. I really don't care about anything else. I want to see this daily candle close above the point of control. The daily candle closes above 20,500, we're good to go. 20,006 would be even better, right? So, and that's what we're looking for. Shorts are taking over now, taking a plunging, right? And I did say out of the corner of my mouth, it's probably a nice time to take a short, right? And these are going to create good entries for altcoins if you missed. If you missed these huge pumps, you use these Bitcoin pullbacks for good altcoin entries. So remind yourself where you're at. Don't let the fear in. Fake emotions acting real. Take profit on MATIC. Will we ever see 78 cents again? I don't know. Your take profit's got to be yours, man. I can't tell you what to do. I've heard you talk about block a lot. Still in the middle bottom of a sexy looking double bottom. Loving it. Interesting. I mean, block is super low. That would be high risk. You'd have to love it. We love you, Sam the GOAT. Thank you. Thank you. Can you check Phantom, Wild? I just want to make sure I didn't miss a super chat before I jump out of here. Shout out to Crypto Cash. Shout out to Crypto Life Changers. Shout out to Crypto Wifer. Shout out to CNC Ireland. Shout out to Renair Hasbrook. I told everybody 100 times it wasn't time to buy into altcoins. Literally, well, I can't tell you what to do, but I did not DCA into altcoins. So anyone who got into Gala and is hoping Gala recovers and you're pounded, it just, in my humble opinion, it was not the time to be building bags. It was the time to build bags of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and ADA. Like, really nothing else I would be building a bag of. Think about it. Another coin's going to come out, just like Gala, that we don't even know about yet. And it's going to blow Gala out the water. It's going to be the new thing. It's going to go up 20x. Save your capital. I'm saving my capital for those coins. I'm saving my capital for the Gala I don't know yet. You know what I mean? Just like we didn't know Gala was there last year and it came out. There's going to be another hype. And there's going to be another hype cycle. And we want to be privy to it. So I'd rather just have my staples, trade my BTC pairs, and keep myself in the game. All right? It wasn't coins, in my humble opinion. And I made that very clear. But again, I can't force you to do anything. Not your nanny, right? Look, this level is holding now. See how I made this out of nowhere? This is how we did that last time. There's a chance like this could do it again, like the diagonal resist. I made this wacky pattern and then it played out. So let's see. It seems to be holding strong. Can the 15-minute hold, 50-minute here? Remember, the 800s are strong, 20,800. All right? We had no business getting back above 22K. Nice move. MX token is the only MEXC exchange token, not MXC. Prue. Not true, right? Maybe you're right. Maybe this is MCX token. You could be right. Maybe you're right. Thank you for saying that. I'll double check. MX token is the only MEXC exchange coin, not MXC. MX token. No, it's MEXC Global, though. I see what you're saying. MX token on MXC. I got you. $1 in it. Ooh, this thing is looking good. Interesting. I got you, man. Thank you for saying that. I made a mistake there. I appreciate you. ALCX Quant and Ant. Damn, man. Late on them super chats, man. I'm trying to get out of here. My wife's going to scold y'all. Babe, They played games with the super chats today. No, like they didn't. It didn't seem to be organized and given to me at the right manner. I'm just messing with you. I want to mess with Dave. Babe, can you email Dave, please, and reprimand him? Let him know it can't happen again. How dare you? Someone wants ALCX. This thing just keeps flying on Binance. I couldn't find it on KuCoin. Just boom, boom, boom. Looks like it could go up again. I mean, it keeps doing these same successive moves and over and over again. Weirdly weird wicks. Really strange. At the bottom of its barrel. I don't know anything about this coin. I'd have to do a deep dive on it. I'm going to put it aside for now. I'm sorry. You may be like, dude, that's whack. You're not that lifer. But I just, Daly's about to dump on you, man. Daly's overbought. And you gravitated up towards the 200 simple and got wicked right back down. I'm just, I'm seeing some signs of weakness here, and it's not my favorite project at the moment. They just came in, Dave. Dave, it doesn't matter, man. You have to know what's going to come in before it comes in, Dave. All right? Like, you can't, there's no excuses, Dave, all right? Like, you either know what they're going to say before they say it. Like, no more excuses, all right? I don't want to hear it. Stop the excuses. So, dude, I really like Quant here. This daily for Quant looks amazing. Quant's been on its own run. Remember, Quant ran up before everything else. It did and this is another thing I want to teach you. Inverted head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. There's your neckline. You pump, like 80% of the time, you come and revisit the neckline for Quant. I could see Quant doing some serious damage to the upside. We're talking about an 89% gain for Quant. So I'm looking for Quant to do some serious damage. So Quant is on the radar. I like what I see for Quant. And, that daily's ready to rock. Yeah, the 4-hour probably needs to reset. I'm with that. And I'm okay with that. Could be a cheaper price. We may get to Quant at about 150 one more time. But Quant's on the radar, man. And we did Quant already. That would be the second time I talked about it. Honestly, I believe that's going to be my trade. I'm going to stack hard into Quant and make some gains, right? I'm going to Florida, so my rule is during my trips, I have to make enough money to pay for the trip. So now, or more than that, right? So while I'm in Florida, I got to make sure that I got a trade cooking that's going to pay for Florida, right? It can all be done if you organize it and plan it right. So Ant, you like Ant? I like it too here in the 4-hour time frame. This thing is flagging out. This thing could continue to go to the upside. 13% high risk, but it did get above the previous zone. I'll keep this on my radar a little bit. I'll look at it. 1 hour looks like it could move too. Interesting on the 4-hour. Daily is spent though. I'll just be a little careful. It could flip up. Far away from that. Tweezers are topping though. I don't know. A lot of this coin's been going up for days on the daily. Look at that. Aragon. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 days. Looks like a pullback is coming for this. I'd be taking profits on Aragon, but hey. CHE's been steady because we talked about it going into the World Cup. And that's just something you're going to see. It's highly likely, right? So, and look, we put CHE in this little flag. That flag did break out. We talked about this falling wedge. That falling wedge broke out. We have CHE in a bigger pattern here. 3-day chart wants to do damage. Look at that. Something happened with the TradingView because it like, that doesn't make sense, It happens sometimes. Like, you know what it is? I did change my coins, Did you go to sandwich.finance, everybody, today and make sure you got the newest list in the game? All right. Did you go to the token metrics section of my TradingView and check out the token metrics coins, research every single one of them, see what's going on? I highly suggest you do that. Did you look at the Whalebot alerts, Whalebot Rect, and exchange announcements and see what the newest coins are and what's happening? That's given to you for free also in this Discord. Did you post a chart to the learning library where people can help you and teach you? Did you look at the elite charters and what they're doing? Did you go to the free guides and go through those? There's so much for you. Did you go to the learning library and dive in? Where I've posted just tons and tons of free content that most people would charge you for. Support and resistance, Fibonacci bootcamp, all sorts of ideas that I have and more, video after video, chart after chart, hours and hours of data to present you good information, liquidity ideas with Bookmap and more. 9-point checklist and everything you need to get going. Yeah. We even have an NFT room. I don't talk about it a lot, but we even have an NFT room. NFT and metaverse, and people are talking about NFTs and showing what NFTs they have, what they're doing. And yeah, so yeah, they were sued for promoting yeah, Ethereum Max went hard, man. And these people all just went hard on Ethereum Max. And, you know, they shilled a project and didn't tell you that they were paid to do that. I would never do that to you. Like, if someone comes to me and says, hey, we'd like you to promote this, and I'm like, well, let me know what it is, and like, we'll pay you, I will tell you. And honestly, I make enough money on my trading courses, on my products, that I don't push other people's products because I can't stand by their products. I can only stand by mine. Yeah, do you make an Excel spreadsheet? You're slipping if you're not. You must have an Excel spreadsheet. Too many coins to track if you're not making an Excel spreadsheet. I keep saying Airweave is a good coin to watch. It's all right. It has interesting liquidity. Been going up and down. I don't really like the way those candles look, though. I don't know enough about the project. It has bumped up pretty nicely. 10 to 14 going sideways. Interesting. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow night, Saturday night. What a crazy week. Unbelievable week. Thank you to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all for jumping on in. 600 likes, $115 in chat revenue. You people are unbelievable. We will be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. for Bitcoin and a fun Saturday night. Thank you so much. This will be the longest gap I get, so it's kind of like my vacation, you know, because I work 7 days a week. Everyone, thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you, my friends, are already doing the right thing. I appreciate you greatly. I thank you for all the support and the love. And I'll see you all tomorrow on the next live stream. May God bless you all. Thank you for everything you've done for me. I'll continue to do everything I can for you. Have a wonderful day. And be safe.